whichever one you need this to be. Yeah, today we're going to be hitting right on the money. We're going to be hitting right on the money for a lot of things. And this is to do with me proving my point valid about hospitals, locations, um, who are doing their thorough diligence, who are not, who's trying to delay, and whatever that food is, it's just like I really want it. And exactly how they're taking on what it is that is being done at this time. So, of course, gathering up notes, informations, and intel about how they're doing this efficiently, effectively, um, what locations and people that they're using at this time. So with all these included, it efficiently allowed me to speak on exactly how they did this, who are now currently the power plays, why, and for what. Also, this will lead to what was the sole purpose of them looking into it, because the one thing that's been sticking out in my book every time that I open it is the hematology. And I was like, why is hematology sticking out? Because that hematology, pathology, all of that plays like all factors in this situation. Somebody is like, God dang. It's like no getting nothing over on this person, is there? And it's like, no, it's not. I don't know why someone had felt that this is the way that they'll be able to do this. Somebody's last name is Felt or Felton. Something about Celts. Because somebody just felt like they would be able to do what it is that they did. It's a form of abuse. They know it's abuse. I know it's abuse. But let's thoroughly, efficiently speak on what it is. This shit is going to hit the news. And it is no way. It's going to definitely be sometime this week, because with this information I have, bingo. And also some of the funds that they're using for the cover is doing whatever place or these nursing home or these people, they use bingo as a form to get past this tax type of situation. Yeah, this is like someone wants to try to keep the views down. Ain't no keeping the views down this time. So we're gonna start off about the children's hospital. I had kept noticing, it was like, why am I keep seeing something about the children's hospital? But however, in this situation, the children's hospital has been a major factor. My children, outside of myself, because it's like, well, we know we're not able to get to this woman. We're going to use the children. Now, we're using the children and considering that I was a child that did go to St. Francis, okay? That's in Tulsa, Oklahoma, all right? And with them using that, I want to say it was mainly with blood DNA. They did some sort of mutation, but it was like they did it in a lab. It wasn't like they did try to do certain tests on me as a kid, but it just only went so far. Also, it was like I don't know why it caused me to remember some type of like group that they had, and it was like I was the youngest one with them all, and they did testing, and it was like shit. I remember just saying, I rather it was like the test got cut off in the midst of it, because I feel like the teacher kept getting mad, because it's like every test that I would take, it was like, if we had 7 questions, it'll be 7 out of 7. It was like one test where it got cut off in the midst of me taking it, and but it's like I still got like a 92 or something like that. But St. Jude, right? So with St. Jude, which also leads to Nemours, Colorado's Children's Hospital, Yeah, Colorado Springs, Denver, Colorado, Nemours Children's Hospital. It also leads to Boston's Children's Hospital, which also leads to Connecticut's Children's Hospital, which some of their funding, which is part of research institutes, right? And most parents or people are not, well, especially if they're people of poverty or Medicaid recipients, they're not going to be well versed in knowing that these hospitals, and particularly without their consent, and especially if they're Medicaid and they coming from other places, other than America, or don't speak the language, they're taking full advantage of your children, your DNA, your consent, what you're signing. And most people don't understand, when you're dealing with research institutes, St. Jude's is like a cancer institute, but they also look into other things. But with them looking into those places, you're gonna run into, what's the name of that damn place? Given Hour. So Given Hour is not only a children's hospital thing or a program. The Veterans Affairs been using this program, but it'll be like psychiatrists, because it's called mental health support for human made trauma. Okay. So it's called givenhour.org, which they are also affiliates with children's hospitals. They are affiliates with the Veterans Affairs, but they're not supposed to be. Also, this is the same thing where Florida's dumbass people in government official positions, and people wanted to use this type of money, which some of this, how much money was it that they got not too long ago from New Haven, Connecticut? They got some from Boston, uh, Alexion Pharmaceuticals Incorporation. Okay, that's been one main source for everything that they've been running right now. And one of them, the biggest thing is they one of the biggest fucking pedophile rings, which they also do ADT, Vivint, home security, and then any people with certain private investigations. People don't really know that when it comes to these programs, but that's one of them. Also, Smithfield, Rhode Island, somebody had received 1.1 million. Another person had received 20 million and 2 million per this organization of going ahead and doing this. I'm hearing Vika's Snide, however you say their name, because clearly this person's from India. They could have parts or shares with Honeywell. David Halal. We got Alexandra Schumann. They've been having conversation via Twitter and LinkedIn. Okay. These people been running programs again, doing things illegally, newborn screens, blood screens on what how you call it, disparities individuals, so underprivileged or people of Medicaid recipients or people that they consider poverty, to do these screenings without consent. We also got AT&T. We got groups of people from international countries: Venezuela, Panama, Mexico, Ecuador, and Peru. Okay. ADT Housing Systems, David Toms, Camilo Villegas, VJ or Vijay Sean. Okay. These people are running through philanthropy, not for profit healthcare situations. Okay. James Davis, Laura Pendergast Holtz, and Robert Allen Stanford, which I don't know how this motherfucker is still operating when his ass got caught up in 2009 for fucking crimes. But apparently 2020 is something that he came up with. Also, Dallas, Texas. Okay. Um, what's this? Golf clubs, polo clubs, tennis clubs, cricket clubs, sailing or boating clubs, yacht clubs. We got Tulsa, Oklahoma, Peoria, Illinois, Chevronport, Louisiana, Johnson City, Tennessee, Huntsville, Alabama, Charlotte, North Carolina, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Springfield, Missouri, the Hematology, Peds, and Radiology Department, any cancer center, also people of Lebanon, okay? Children's Cancer Center of Lebanon, 412 million dollars. So that would be one of their major transfers or money that they've been sending for these people to do this. Okay, TD Bank of Canada, or TD Ameritrade, as what they call it, Gil Lopez and Mark Kubert, okay, which they still participating with Turkey and Russia since, and using Austria, Zeneca, Dominic and Dominic LLC. One of the major people right now, because my son was going, or I don't know what they doing right now, Andrew W. Walter, medical doctor of hematology and oncology of Wilmington, Delaware, 19803. Okay, that is part of Nemours. Sean McElroy from Germantown, Tennessee. They've been doing certain things via a research collaborative program. We got Punjab Watal research. So they've been doing something with the central nervous system or proton therapy, okay? Children's Colorado Foundation, the Grateful Patients and Family Program, where they've been using those type of monies for living donations and transportation. The Ronald McDonald House, which they did that with me April 2024, okay? But this hematology situation is what's sticking out more heavily because, like I said, I already know when it comes to DNA, my DNA, and then with my children, and with them knowing that with that, they took full opportunity with the death of my son, baby James. They took all this shit to do that. But however, with the major part of it, with the given hour situation, that was they've been financed and been getting payments through Sheridan, Wyoming Veterans Affairs since 2018. Now, with that program being initiated in 2015, that allowed me to know, because the person that went on ahead and did this program, they are from Boston. And then the other therapist, he was from Connecticut. And then the other one was from Jersey. Okay. And with them being from there, that one guy, the one that was trying to run part of the cohort for where it was with the pharmaceuticals, which he was a pharmacist, he was from Puerto Rico, which allowed me to know that he made the connect to the Veterans Affairs in Puerto Rico when I went in 2022, which allowed them to go look into the grants for this situation of human-made trauma, meaning if we already know, basically these psychiatrists and psychologists, once they already know that you are running certain parts of, like, okay, well, this person been through this type of trauma before the military, they went through this trauma in the military, and most of the trauma, like, I had major trauma before the military, but my biggest trauma that, like, they kept trying to make me repeat was the simple fact what happened to Marcus. Marcus is nonverbal. Anybody that already know about me and my disabled son, he was hurt while I was on active duty. Okay? During that time of active duty, this happened. He was born. This incident happened September 27, 2021. It was 7:13 p.m. when that doctor popped his head into that room at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, Nashville, Tennessee, when he came in and told me straight up to my face, your son suffered a bilateral fracture to the skull. We got to do other workups. It seems as if he's possibly hemorrhaging. He didn't hemorrhage until they put him on the PICU. So when they put him up there was a child already passing who's there. Now that child's skull was done for. I don't know whatever happened to that child, but that child had literally died like maybe 2 to 3 hours right before Marcus ended up like flatlining in front of me. Okay, so imagine that you already, as a parent, coming from, I'm on active duty, I'm getting ready taking my child to a hospital, Blanchfield. This is how I already know that these motherfuckers owe me some fucking money, and this will be one of those lawsuits where they say, oh, you can't sue the military. Yes, the fuck you can. Blanchfield is held just as fucking responsible as Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, all the way down to the current, which means the military is just much as more responsible with the bullshit that I'm dealing with now up until current, right along with the Veterans Affair, right along with the state of motherfucking Florida, meaning any state that I put my foot in, that I go get help, whether it's mental health, physical health, reproduction health, blood health, or any type of health that I have set my foot in, as long as I'm in the state of fucking Florida, DeSantis, you're responsible. As long as I'm staying in this motherfucking state. Puerto Rico was just as responsible, which they've been trying to get off. But hey, your name and your signature is on every piece of document. So any doctor that's touching on Sharita Darshell Taylor's fucking medical file profile, or any doctor in the city of Orlando, Florida ever touched it, whether I did it via Medicaid or whether I did it via fucking Veterans Affairs, or whether anyone has mentioned my name and knew something and didn't say anything, you all are held responsible by law. So illegally surveillancing, aka human-made trauma, an innovative approach to surveil a person to get their reaction response, and then trying to create more trauma on top of the trauma, you're looking to pay a person even more so when you can clearly say, I don't want no parts of this. Ain't that fucking much money in the goddamn world, and just getting, like, for some of these motherfuckers, you barely getting 400 million. Other motherfuckers, you barely getting 1 billion. And even then, you're not even fucking responsible with the bullshit because you still prolonging the shit. You see? But with it, you creating that September 27, 2012. So imagine how much y'all still have to pay me from September 27 up to now. We are in 2025. Okay? That's like 13 years. So meaning my children and myself are taken care of for the rest of my goddamn life. I don't give a fuck about what you doing at this time, because you're not going to pull a fast one or anything and anything at this time. The feds got to look at this situation. The only option that they will have in here is if they're going to be passive aggressive. Where are you putting the money? How are you spending the money? And who's allowing the shit? So that means all these other motherfuckers around me, I don't give a fuck if it's a neighbor, the maintenance man, property management, they gonna be held just as much, because it's like, this is your fucking property. Why the fuck are you allowing this shit? So now you got a lawsuit, or if not, your ass getting put under the fucking prison. God forbid that this person got poisoned. God forbid something is in this person's system. Not to mention that y'all did an unethical, unlawful fucking abortion, not one time, but 3 times. Not to mention that, oh, Veterans Affairs, oh, you guys have ties with the Days Inn Hotel. Oh, you guys have ties with the banking accounts. Oh, you guys have ties. All of this shit is going to tie in, but it's all showing about these organizations, which is Willow Foundation Organization, United Kingdom, me already mentioning Turkey and Russia. So meaning, depending on how y'all running this fucking money, that means it's foreign people on ground. Y'all sitting here, Florida is talking about this whole fucking policy about ICE. Well, why are you so adamant about ICE all of the fucking sudden? Oh, someone's trying to cover their ass about the bullshit of the people that you brought over, that you paid for via these organizations, to come over here for this 1 to 3 people. For somebody's up to 31 fucking people that y'all been doing, allowing this bullshit to happen to. So that means somebody in a major position of authority or a power is abusing the fuck out of something. Now, when it comes to me, I can't speak for everybody else, but I can speak for myself and my children. These other motherfuckers, clearly they gonna have to go to prison. They gonna have to bite this. Because anybody that did some shit illegally recording without my consent and permission, which clearly Regina Taylor, James Henry Taylor V, Sheila Deshawn Ross, Patrick Monique Luter, Johnny Luter, Lakeitra Luter, y'all fully fucking aware of that. Because, hey, don't you have a church? Don't you try to go into the church to do the treasury? Aren't you part of a Masonic lodge that go ahead and do certain things? Aren't you trying to be a matriarch? Aren't you okay, all this shit is playing full factor in a lot of this shit. Meaning childhood cancer and life-threatening diseases. Considering, like I said, I am that one very rare person in the motherfucking globe that when it comes to my blood alone, it can help people with rare diseases. I was told that since a fucking little girl, even up until now. It's like, ooh, your uterus or your eggs or your blood alone. Oh my gosh, I love it. I had doctors even tell me that in the fucking military because, of course, as a soldier, they'll tell you in the military, you're government property. You still don't think that shit bother me? That shit still traumatized the fuck out of me ever since I had I had Marcus. Ever since I had Marcus, and I had Marcus in 2000 motherfucking 12. Oh my gosh, you got like the perfect blood. And then it was all the way up until 2016, between 2016 and 2018, it was a Middle Eastern guy. I want to say he was either Israeli or Arabic. He was some type of fucking Arabic. He hits me with, he was like, yeah, you got the perfect blood, but you need to slow down because, I mean, how many people do we need like you in this world? And I said, what do you mean by that? He was like, well, I don't mean no offense, but it's just like, you got the perfect thing, but if you just keep populating the world, I mean, look at your blood. I was like, what about my blood? He was like, it's just so useful, but, you know, people will kill for your type of blood. This is coming out of a fucking doctor's mouth in the Veterans Affairs. I still sit with that every fucking day when I have to think about it. And it's just like, these will be people that I had set back ever since fucking 2016, which around 2016 is when my ex-husband, my family and them, around that time, 2016 to 2018, they got real fucking close whenever at any time they was like, leave them, leave them, leave them. When I had that conversation with that doctor, and I remember trying to talk to the therapist about it, and they looked at me like, what we gonna do? But ever since that fucking point, all the way up into current, we gotta test your blood. We gotta test your blood. Why do you want to test my blood so fucking much? But it still sticks in my head. You know, people will kill for your type of blood. Oh, your children got that type of blood too? It was a fucking doctor that said that. The same fucking doctor that went on ahead to try to go ahead and get me to get a full fucking hysterectomy, wanted me to get rid of all my motherfucking reproduction organs. Dr. Stokewith from Colorado Springs, her ass was so fucking hesitant to do that shit. She was like, are you sure? Are you being forced to do this? Are you doing it? It's like, really, honestly and truly, if I had to really have it some type of way, I feel like she botched that shit because it was just like, well, I can do certain things to just try to slow it down. But it was something that she even said while I was, right before I went to anesthesia. She said, you sure you want to do something like this? Because she's like, you give me the way I'm looking at your labs and stuff like that. She's like, you look like a person that can reproduce itself because your DNA is like a mutation where your body can mutate itself. I said, huh? And then ever since then, they've been having conversations. It's still to this day, we're like right around the same time while I was recovering, when my mom was fucking on my husband at that time in my fucking house. That's when I heard the conversation. When you under anesthesia, people feel like you can't hear what they're saying. So it's a lot of fucking trauma that people have to live with in life that people be feeling like, oh, well, we can use this against them. We can use that against them. No, I'm going to already know your motive before you fucking do it. So 10 times out of 10, the motive right now, I need her fucking dead because she knows all the fucking bullshit that we already trying to do, and we're trying to cover it up. And the only way to cover it up is to get rid of her kids and her. I mean, logic, if I had to be fucking a dumb fucking criminal in this bullshit, that's the only fucking logic to be able to get rid of the evidence of I even did some fuck shit. So 99% of the fucking crimes, depending on how deep that shit is, that's the only fucking relevant thing that these people can really logically come up with. They gotta fucking get rid of your ass. And in this type of situation, they feel like it's fucking elaborate, but how is it elaborate if somebody can fucking figure it out on such a low basic and they're so low budget? But you gotta also realize y'all been making fucking money off this person over all these years, and then at the same time, this person don't even belong to these people, which these people were paid to keep this person's identity concealed for fucking years, since fucking Fort Sill. Fort Sill was one of the only bases in the 90s at that time that was concealing certain science laboratories testing on certain children and people's family and DNA in blood. Also, they were the only place at that time between Fort Sill and Tulsa, Oklahoma. They had a program where it was certain kids that they knew had certain DNA. So the golden blood, I want to say it was called golden something type of program, but it was like literally, I could say at minimum maybe about 100, but I want to say it was even less than that because it wasn't crowded because they didn't have too many people in there or too many kids in there. But these were basically kids that shit you could sit them down. Like if you watch the movie, not the movie, the series Young Sheldon, basically a room full of fucking young Sheldons on steroids. Basically, you can have a kid sitting there and they can figure out all your fucking taxes just like that. The other kid, he could tell you anything about the motherfucking globe. This person could tell you what you were thinking, what you were feeling in that instance just by you looking at them. If not, you can give a picture to them. It was certain kids that you can give them certain tests and they gonna pass it. The thing of it is people will be like, you need to explain yourself. You need to explain yourself or show your work. I was that kid, you could give me some work, I'll get it done. It's gonna be right, but teachers used to get so pissed off at me, and I still say this to the day. They'll get pissed off at me. Explain yourself, show your work, and it's like that will cause me to be, discombobulated. Mr. Mazel was one of my teachers like that. He was a Vietnam fucking veteran because he'll get pissed off like, how the fuck you just solve that shit just like that? Well, shit, the answer is the answer. But a lot of this shit has to do with science labs and technology. These people are trying to do this. And this is also some people sitting here like looking at me like, all this shit was in you the whole time, and we done did all this fuck shit to this person, and this motherfucker is like a goddamn genius, and then it's like somebody right now sitting there looking stupid in a motherfucker like, this is like equivalent to I woke up, I was sleeping with a president. I was sleeping with a whiz that could just solve any fucking thing. There's a lot of people sitting here about to get judgment. Let's see, 20 and then 13. So 33 people or 33rd degree or some Mason lodges. They was trying to use a Ouija board. So science lab technicians, Ouija boards, they summon something they can't move. And now it's like, oh shit, this person could be from Idaho. So it's giving the vibe that they moved this place from where it was. Because like I said, I was Fort Campbell and Fort Seals was one of those biggest places where they had, in the back of the bases where people weren't paying attention, where they had, it's basically like, how they be talking about, what's the name of that damn movie? Like secret organizations behind the organization. You got the FBI, but you got another organization behind that organization that still help the FBI type shit. It's shit like that, but it's like science labs, but a science lab behind the science lab that, is aware of people on higher levels, but, the other people, like the basic people, like the FBI people or CIA wouldn't be fully aware of it. Like they're aware of it, but it's not like they do close proximity work with them, like it's a security clearance needed, like it's a need to know basis. And it's some shit just like that. And somebody sit here lying. How dare you sit here and it's not like how fucking dare you try to violate somebody because you're trying to cover up some stupid shit that your shit is already gonna be closed out before you even try to start it. And then it's like the audacity to sit there and try to talk shit to somebody. This is like people like getting mad because it's like whatever pace that they choose it to do, it's like it's not doing anything. The Ultimate Gift, or whoever is the movie producer of the Ultimate Gift of 2007 movie, currently participating in this situation. The people who were of the receivership of Stanford of 2009, their participants: Robert Allen Stanford, Laura Pendergrass Holt, James Davis. Dallas, Texas: Ralph Janvey, Judge David Godby or Goodby or whatever the name is. It's a philanthropy program. AT&T people: Pete Sampras, Sampras, Camilo Viegas, this golf club, and golf club do come up often. The Children's Hospital, ProPublica, a yacht club or somebody owning some type of yacht. Houston, Texas, Allen Stanford, the Stanford Financial Group Incorporation, the Eagles, so Philadelphia, Dominic and Dominic Incorporation and Dominic Law, Gil Lopez, Turkey and Russia immigrants, TD Bank of Canada and TD Ameritrades, the Hematologies or any Hematologies, Veterans Affairs, Children's Hospital, and any Research Institute Hospital. Okay, and that leads to, for me, Advent Health and Orlando Health. But $412 million recently. Yep. Research Collaborative Programs, Germantown, Sean McElroy, Andrew W. Walter, Wilmington, Delaware, Wattal's Research, a proton therapist, and a Colorado Foundation, and Ronald McDonald. So whoever Ronald McDonald got financial pays through, Grateful Patients and Family Program, is some of these people that is utilizing this stuff, checking people's blood, DNA, and stuff like that, and they offering people's organs. So meaning these are people of, they feel like the parents won't be able to afford these, or these are people that feel like people won't be able to afford their health care, but they're doing minimal care into these hospitals or these clinics to help these people, because it's like, shit, your blood, your skin, and everything else is useful. You can't afford it. And we're not going to tell you about our grants or our programs or whatever. But the major program that's sticking out to me that is like really fucking bothersome to me is this Give an Hour fucking program. That shit bothers the fuck out of me. But I know that they're using this more often than not on a lot of fucking veterans, especially women of color, or you coming from other countries and shit like that, and you're a female and they feel like you got really bad depression and shit like that, or they know which fucking females or men to go ahead and manipulate, especially if they part of LGBT and stuff like that. They love to manipulate them to go ahead and go along with the fucking program. They love that shit. St. Pete's Pier, the Pop Tab program, Northern Trust, Election charitable program, and like I said, they using Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. So the groups are active right now. They right now trying to delete them. 59 partners, 15 countries. Pals of Skyhope, and Pals of Skyhope is tied to one of Jeff Bezos' program, but Jeff Bezos don't run that. His girlfriend does. You see, Seaport Boulevard, Boston, Massachusetts, and he's sitting there like, wait a minute, hold up. Yeah, Jeff Bezos, check your bitch. She got into this, and she did some shit trying to help somebody, trying to be, my friend just needed me. Shit, everybody don't need you, and certain shit that you just don't get into. Shit, that's like getting in bed and you sitting there and being married and getting the money with Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and shit like that. It's just certain shit you just don't get yourself fucking involved in. It's just certain shit you just don't get fucking involved in. Like, do fucking better with yourself. And it's like, oh, well, me and my brother, well, your brother is clearly a motherfucking criminal, a career criminal at that. Then Jeff Bezos gets with you and he's like, shit, it's time for me to get back into my little spicy again. And little spicy, a little dummy sitting there running the Blue program. You know what I'm saying? The Blue program is part of one of Elon Musk fucking shit. So that's the Tesla crew. And you sit here and going ahead and helping these motherfuckers via the Lyft, the Uber, the DoorDash. That's Jeff Bezos, bitch, right along with the Amazon shit. And he's sitting here like, wait a minute, ain't no fucking way. Yes, fucking way. And somebody's sitting there like, orderly way. And it's like, shit, she has been going to Yucatan. Her ass has been going to Jalisco. Her ass been hitting fucking Mexico. Her ass been hitting the fucking Caribbean, because it's cheaper to pay them than what it would have been to pay the other people on the criminal in the States. Because shit, ain't nobody gonna be willing to negotiate with this shit. And everybody's sitting here like, So why the fuck would you keep trying to surveillance and watch? Watch the motherfuckers that keep trying to say and convince y'all dumbasses that they can do certain shit. Recently booked, this is Princess Cruise, this is Viking Cruise, this is Norwegian Cruise. So the stocks and shit like that, let's make logical sense of this. And most of the time when they booking them cruises recently, anybody going on the reason, especially if they going on Princess Cruise, shit, you already know they had a swinger party. That's the gay galore fucking world, fucking swinger party of everything. The adult one. Or they got the one where they got the area where the kids be at, and then the adults be on the other side where they sitting there making sure the kids are distracted so these parents can be over here fucking on each other doing stupid shit. Make logical sense. Like, the annoyance of, like, these are people obeying their existence, but it's like when a person say leaving them the fuck alone, learn to leave people the fuck alone, because it's like, I thought y'all said that she was incompetent. I thought you said she was mental. Clearly it ain't no motherfucking mental case if I can clearly tell you exactly how the fuck it is, and somebody already know, like, this is a sealed motherfucking case. Can we seal this case? Ain't no sealing this motherfucking case. This is some shit that deserve to be fucking public. While you sitting here trying to shut down somebody, trying to make me seem like I'm not getting views, and I know I get views out the fucking ass. I already tested the goddamn theory, so it ain't like, oh, it's not like she can't go viral, baby. You gotta pay people to do that. Make logical sense. And clearly y'all, the common sense that the good Lord gave you, you don't use it, because y'all usually gotta fucking outsource this shit to the motherfucking Indian kids. But don't the Indian kids always get hacked by certain little white kids and shit like that? Like, this is the stupidest shit ever. Let's just take one of them little white kids to get bored enough to go ahead and hack and figure out who the fuck getting the money from it. Black Indian, somebody, Idaho's Indian Reserve people probably sitting here looking at something, and it's just like, shit, she coming to it. And it's not like she coming to it, she right on the fucking money. The accuracy is a little bit too spooky for some of these people right now. Shit, y'all can run me my Indian money. I might not be fully that, but shit, that was some money left to me. And y'all know even then that it ain't no Indian trade. Ain't no, and then somebody was like, it ain't a Native American trade. Shit, it was a trade that was sit there left for somebody. And yes, people with Native American roots have a right to leave certain things that they have or proceeds that they receive, to leave it to someone when they pass away. And clearly, two people that already had this in their DNA left the proceeds for me. The third person right there, y'all went to that casino and knocked his ass off because he was going to tell some truth about, hey, child, you need to know the goddamn truth. And then y'all kidnapped me from that motherfucking. Once he realized I was fucking alive and y'all knew he was going to go report y'all asses to the authorities, y'all took y'all asses all the way to motherfucking Nevada and shut that shit down. Because he had properties and everything. So motherfuckers over there living off these properties and shit like that, living off somebody else's shit, had Philip unalive because he was going to tell the truth. That was, to me, and regardless if he was my papa or not, that was my motherfucking papa. And I already knew how the fuck my papa was. I was a spoiled ass little fucking girl. When it came to Philip, I was fucking spoiled. My memory is recalled all the way to the T that he would get all the way up Georgetta's ass due to the simple fact he was going to leave her ass if she got on that motherfucking crack rock. And she got on that shit bad. So it's certain shit that I seen that a lot of fucking people running their mouth. Yeah, you could probably sit there and cut up a body, mutilate it and all this other shit. But the shit that I seen, please shut your fucking mouth. Ain't shit to be fucking scared of. Shit is either you gonna live or you gonna fucking die. Either you gonna fight about your shit or you just gonna sit there and allow it. Shit, you think I give a fuck about cameras? I've been surrounded by cameras my whole fucking life. And it ain't surrounded by cameras for the good things. It ain't ever been, but I'm over here surrounded by a lot of motherfuckers pedophiles. It's a big ass pedophile ring right now. And if y'all knew who the fuck was running it, y'all be sitting there like, too quick to run to the fucking church house, and the church house sitting there with fucking cameras and y'all the fucking kids' church over there in the fucking bathrooms and everything. Y'all be sitting there thinking y'all safe and shit. No, the fucking church be the nastiest ones. Shit, a motherfucker too concerned about dressing and trying to put on swag when your ass stepping in the motherfucking church 10 times out of 10 be the main one, especially if they run in church summer camps and shit. No, they just trying to get on your motherfucking kids. Somebody didn't like when I started bringing that shit up. That's why I had stopped going to fucking church. I was an avid fucking kid that every time that they had them church vocational studies and shit like that, shit, more kids get fucking raped, harassed, and taken advantage of at these damn vocational church schools, Christian schools and shit than anything. Y'all can sit there and choose to fucking be offended or not, or sit there and learn to get the fucking truth. Your kids get touched on every time, even when we doing extended care. I was so fucking like hesitant with my son going to do extended care, and I'm always fucking adamant about being a parent of meeting my kids' fucking teachers, because sometimes these damn teachers be the biggest fucking touchers. And if you got special needs motherfucking kids, you need to be well fucking versed about every fucking teacher that's in that damn classroom, let alone them damn kids. And it's not that it's the kids' fault because they don't know no fucking better. It's just shit be going on in their fucking homes. And if you can spot it, at least be a fucking parent or a grown fucking adult and stop that shit. But too bad, too sad. A lot of you motherfuckers be talking about it ain't my problem. Do you not know when it is your fucking problem? Because your kid got to come home and you wondering why your kid's so fucking standoffish, or they be wanting to fucking kill themselves because the shit that they go through. Because you got to remember, there was a person standing in front of you. God don't put people in front of you for nothing. Nothing is ever fucking meaningless in your life. Ever. Ever. That's like watching a kid fall and bumping their fucking head and you don't go pick up that motherfucking kid. Oh, that ain't got shit to do with me. Okay, there's certain things that you just don't stop. But then when it comes to motherfucking kids and teenagers and shit like that, you have a fucking responsibility and a fucking duty. These are motherfucking people, swear up and down you a trusted adult. What the fuck are we trusting you with? Because clearly some of y'all motherfuckers shouldn't be trusted with no kids. And clearly I made it very fucking clear to the DCF and CPS worker, I would rather take my chance for my son to go into the fucking system than being in the fucking hand care of that bitch. If I wasn't safe, how the fuck do you feel that I was gonna make sure my fucking kid was safe? The Airbnb in fucking Puerto Rico, yeah, they use the fucking Alexa cameras and shit. I still got videos from that shit. Violation after violation after violation, then you trying to clean it the fuck up. You can't clean up all these motherfucking years of bullshit that y'all been doing. And then it's like the last motherfucking shit. Everything that fucking glitters ain't goddamn gold. And then it's like most of the time if a person sitting there telling you shit, all you gotta do is fucking apologize. But shit, these be motherfuckers that'll sit there, I want to apologize. No, fucking karma's a bitch. I'd rather know what your karma is than anything. But at the same time, shit, the type of heart I have is like, Rita, let it be. Because what's going to happen is going to happen. Someone has some sort of old, dried up, looked up snake on their fucking body somewhere. That's a part of this shit. Oh, I'm Spanish in Taino. A Taurus or a fucking Virgo. Capricorn as well. It's just like, what she won't know don't hurt. These people work at the department of something, better bureaus or some shit like that. Somebody keep on talking about it's an assumption. It ain't no motherfucking assumptions. It's pure fucking fact, bitch. Wait until they go ahead and counteract this shit come Wednesday. Yeah, somebody can't hide no more. Ain't no more shade to be thrown. An appraiser gonna get caught up. A male with cybersecurity signals NASA in the military. Somebody talking about, I don't even want to lie no more. A near-death experience. Somebody for to have a fucking near-death experience. An African woman, spiritual hoodoo or voodoo. Or if not, they're going to end up fucking passing away. It's something that they can't undo. You already did it. You can't undo it. Whoever this person is in cybersecurity, something about summer. We are in summer right now. Speaking the truth through music. So someone could be listening to music and music is hitting different for somebody. This is somebody learning, hey, spiritual warfare is a real thing, isn't it? While y'all still trying to fucking poison somebody, this politician. You working with some type of company or cover company from Idaho and Ohio. Politicians fit to get caught up in this shit. Especially if you are Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, fucking politician, your ass fit to get caught. Also, you fit to be found out getting money from a black Indian group or something like that, or something. Also, Phillips and Sony's group. Some politicians fit to get caught up with some investments and some money coming from there. If not, they were putting money through there, via there, or receiving it. Also, they could be receiving some type of money from a business in an Airbnb. Because somebody trying to keep something real fucking hush hush. It ain't hush no more. A corrupt pastor in the church and a politician working together. It's really giving two earth signs, a politician and a corrupt pastor in the church. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. If not, y'all did this during Capricorn season, which is December 21st to all the way January 21st. Taurus season. That was what? End of mid-April, April 23rd to May 21st or something like that. Virgo season is coming up in September. August, September. Somebody's trying to get rid of fucking evidence about what they said, what they did, being disrespectful. Corrupt pastor in church, they already got y'all recorded about between you and this politician. It was already recorded. So whether the pastor or the church recorded the politician or the politician recorded you being disrespectful. It's a situation, and y'all was sitting there laughing and smiling about this shit. Somebody got that. They recovered that shit about y'all saying some racial ass fucking comments. They sat there and they gone ahead and picked up on y'all plotting on a motherfucking death. So if you a politician and a corrupt pastor in the church, yeah, they picked up on that conversation. They picked up on y'all talking about black people, Mexican people, Spanish people. They picked up on that conversation, so it wasn't hidden. Somebody thought that shit was hidden, and they was fucking laughing it up. They was being real disrespectful. They was sitting there even talking about how they was gonna snitch on some of these people from the sheriff department in the hospital. So the corrupt pastor in the church and this politician was already willing to give up some of y'all sheriffs and people from this hospital. Especially whoever they was paying to do some voodoo and hoodoo work. Oh, they was ready to sell y'all motherfuckers up the stream. And they already fucking recorded it. But they paying y'all to make sure that y'all can stop the stream and not make sure you seeing this. Especially if you from fucking India. Oh, they got some good ass juicy shit for y'all. Y'all about to hear about it in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Heavy on this earth sign, earth element, working with earth element, grass and stuff like that, bonfires. Some of y'all wasn't, invited. Y'all was hearing about certain parties and stuff like that. And y'all wasn't invited. Y'all wasn't invited for a reason. They was trying to tell you it was a business or something. It wasn't no motherfucking business. A boss, a owner, crush, a secret admirer, something about a situation. I'm here. We got a little situation going on. A men's and women's trip, especially parents, people taking these mini vacations with these Airbnb and businesses and shit like this. Someone thought that shit was funny. Someone wants to harm you with the excuse to get away, or the reason that they attacked you is because they were mad and angry and they was going to use their mental health on this shit. This is like, I was depressed. I deal with bipolar or I'm borderline. I just haven't been taking my medicine. Bitch, you knew you wasn't taking your medicine before you did that shit. That's why your ass still going to be found fucking guilty. You knew you had that fucking mental issue before you even went to go approach that person. So even then, you knew you had no business approaching a person. Somebody feel like they fit to justify being where they at right now and go start some shit. Like, motherfucker, you go attack a fucking person, your ass going to jail for fucking life. That's if they ass don't pull up on the same time you getting ready to approach the person and they don't shoot your stupid ass. Trying to abuse their motherfucking authority or position, really wanting to do something. A football athlete. Somebody could play football or do something in the sports industry and they gonna get caught fucking lying and trying to abuse something. They could be having ties to a fucking church. Somebody used to play for the Lions or some shit like that, or was supposed to be scouted or recruited for them and they got hurt or some shit. They gonna use their excuse of, I was abused as a kid. This is also somebody's male accountant sitting there watching they stupid ass because somebody fit to lose a whole bunch of fucking endorsement. That's like, what's his name? Isaiah Pacheco or some shit like that. I remember sending him one of them fucking football players a damn message on Instagram. I highly suggest that your ass don't get involved with this bullshit. Because the moment you get you pulled in this bullshit, everything that you done busted your ass for, they gonna take that shit away. The house that in the homes that you got your mama and your daddy and shit, you running around back around like, I'm finna go back to Puerto Rico. I'm finna go do this investment. I'm finna put my money in here. Motherfucker, they finna snatch all that shit up. It's gonna be like your ass ain't never fucking existed. This is like somebody like, huh? I remember I did reach out to one fucking football player on Instagram and it was just like his energy was just like he was gonna get involved in it. It was like hesitant, and then it was just like, yo, stupid ass got involved in it anyway. And then it was motherfuckers part of the boxing industry out there in Puerto Rico trying to get on. But it was like, shit, they struggling right now to even fucking still get on. And with the fact that they still struggling to get on, it ain't for no fucking reason, because the simple fact that anybody that got involved in this and you part of the fucking sports industry and you part of this shit and you got trying to put your money into the church and run to the fucking church house, it would have behooved you to just fucking let it go ahead and revoke and have your motherfucking accountant just sit there and say, clear this off or put it as a fucking tax, as a fucking donation or something. But now you got involved. You wanted to be in part of paying people that is related to you, which is the stupidest shit ever. Your relatives, your family and stuff like that, to go online, to go cyberbully, harass, stalk, physically stalk the fucking people, and then you put fucking more money into it. Motherfucker, you just fucked up your whole life. Some of these motherfuckers talking about, oh, I'm gonna use Robin Hood. It's one football star. He's on YouTube. I want to say he retired or whatever, and then he did flipping homes and shit like that. These are motherfucking people that just don't fucking think about none of that shit. And then it's like, oh, if we keep her views from not people, making her seem like she's not getting views, and we pay this person to sit there and make sure that her live, because I know for a fact that one live was not even a fucking ground for them to like take my TikTok away. Well, my TikTok live privileges. Because then it's like, well, we'll take away your live privileges, but still send you bullshit about going live. It's like, why send me the bullshit if you blocking the fucking live? It don't make fucking sense. But it's like paid from these motherfuckers, this politician and this pastor and shit like that. They all fucking aware of it. The motherfucker from the Airbnb could have got they people from doing it because my number was set for Puerto Rico at that time. So it's just like all the fucking crime. It's like, you did the fucking crime, y'all gonna do the fucking crime. But then it's like at the same time, the same fucking people doing this, they getting bad juju. All this shit that they was sitting here trying to put out, they fit to get it right back. Tenfold. And they was gonna make, oh boy, the last dude that I was with, they was about to make him and all his people that he got involved with the bullshit, they about to make all of them motherfuckers take the fall for it. So anybody that they end up saying like, yeah, can y'all do this? Can y'all do this? They fit to make every single last one, even down, because it's like, I knew the last person got paid with my ex-husband, then my folks got involved and paid them, and then it was just like all this other shit. Who would want to turn that shit down? But then it's like, now it's like every single person from him and everybody that he got involved in, it's like, motherfucker, they fit to make every single last one of y'all motherfuckers take this hit. Every single last one of y'all. All the way up into the motherfuckers current right now that got to end up getting paid because they thought they was, protected by the politicians right now. Ain't none of y'all fucking protected. If anything, something fit to happen to a lot of people within the next 1 to 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks keep popping out. It might be even fucking sooner than that. So it's some people, brace yourselves. A white female, the wife of a lawyer, she ain't laughing and smiling no more now. Somebody ain't laughing and smiling no more. This is also the children's hospital and shit. Nemours and all that. These are people like, shit, they can't even concentrate and just to sit down and listen to some fucking music. It's like they watched all the fucking food places, all of that. A black male that was going to Georgia. It's Somebody trying to do something with the train, or somebody could have did some stocks with a locomotive. A bald man with no facial hair. Bald with no facial hair. A man. Could be white, could be politician, could be tied to this situation, these voodoo people. Something has happened soon. Something is going to be going down this week. Especially with a Virgo. Something that they did in September or October. That shit is starting to catch up. So September, October, or someone could be an actual Virgo or something like that. Virgo or a Libra. That shit is catching up. Confirmation. 1 to 2 weeks. It's catching up. So for somebody, in less than 5 days, another person 1 to 2 weeks. So it's like, however they fit to do this shit is going to be crazy. Organized crime against you and your children is a RICO, prison time. Shit, this is one of those, this crunch time where motherfuckers can't even be sitting in the energy of jealousy right now. Someone speaks bad about you and have no clue who you are. Like, how you talking bad about somebody running their mouth talking about they Section 8 welfare fraud, abuse in the system, and they getting caught up with this somebody American black. It is always it be your own motherfucker, it be your own, but shit, it be motherfuckers that be sitting there trying to be a goddamn Uncle Ruckus, and then the Uncle Ruckus fucking behavior bite you in the ass. United Embassy. Somebody's trying to get themselves out of this. The United Embassy is sitting here talking about the Hidden Wheel Trust Fund and the Hidden Wheel Fund and trust money. These are motherfuckers jealous because of how much fucking money was left to somebody in the trust and in the funds. And then on top of this shit, it's like, shit, this motherfucker gets to sue us and shit? Yeah. Don't matter. Because the more y'all keep plotting, because it's like somebody ain't going to allow y'all to get close enough. Now it's just like they're getting a chance to watch. What's the ambition? These are motherfuckers sitting there watching these motherfuckers like, what's the ambition this time? Let's see what bullshit they're going to say this time. Somebody literally doing some shit to these motherfuckers like, are they going to play somebody to try to poison them again? Are they going to sit there and try to do this again? Like somebody literally doing it. It is where we are. It's July. So in 2 weeks, it'll be... Yeah, we'll be in Leo season. So Leo season, and somebody or a Leo could be fucking jealous. A Earth sign could be fucking jealous. Where they was laughing and smiling, motherfuckers. I'm getting whining and crying. They too busy whining and dining, and sitting here whining and lying. Motherfuckers sit here, a Cancer, Leo, or somebody. It's all of these motherfuckers. A wire transfer. Instead of giving back what it is, they wanted to keep doing this organized crime. These people are facing life. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Cancer was looking at me. A Cancer, Leo. And a Scorpio. They've been the main culprit of this situation. Cancer, Scorpio, a Leo, and a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. These motherfuckers been the main source of doing this. Somebody could be black, Indian, black, a politician, a church, or something like that. We get in United Ties, African. Summertime, Airbnb. Some people work at a science lab. We also got people at a children's hospital. We got Veterans Affairs, NASA, and military. Somebody also do signals, which means the airports and stuff like that. Somebody watching all this shit, trying to impede on somebody else's energy and cause interruption. Like, long as they don't get this, talk about this. No, motherfuckers, we talking about the corruption. Something about Life Past 6. Somebody seeing like, oh, your civil rights acts being violated. Shit, your human rights. Human-made trauma. Meaning if they know the trauma you have, I'm intentionally making you repeat it. Or if rather the person catch on to that they're repeating the same shit. These are people that make it seem like, oh, they ain't going to catch on to this. These black male church members, somebody, some doctors. Somebody could be trying to pretend like that all of a sudden they, you know, hey, let me teach my congregation about crystal healing and stuff like that. Somebody's name could be motherfucking Crystal or some weird shit trying to cause interruption. Somebody could be a black person. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid, please. Somebody, you $1 billion fucking baby. And somebody sitting here like, huh? Mommy's babies, daddy's maybes. Ain't it? A white male, white EMT volunteer or ENT or a volunteer, or they can, you know, be working with these people. They realize this is a civil. These are motherfuckers talking about, I got to get me a lawyer. Somebody literally just said, I got to get me a lawyer. Somebody saying, first thing tomorrow, I got to call the motherfucking lawyer. Hell no. Somebody literally just said, it's like, I got to get a fucking lawyer. Fuck. Somebody's fucking life is literally the emergency room. Somebody work for the emergency room, or somebody could be an OBGYN or a surgeon. Somebody could did something with their phone and they realize somebody is either going through their phone or something like that. Like somebody was like, am I getting hacked? Is this what's going on? Or somebody realized somebody went through their fucking phone and whatever the fuck they fucking found or seen for themselves, or somebody, whoever they paid a hacker to go get something or see something, or went to, somebody went to see something or hire someone from overseas to see something in the fucking phone, and wherever the fuck they seen. This is somebody that's right now looking, and they sitting there and said, I gotta get a motherfucking lawyer. Somebody know for a fucking fact. Twitter. I'm getting somebody making a post that's like, shit, I don't know what we did in the spring, but shit, a lawyer is gonna be prevalent. Somebody, a court case is somebody, you gonna have a big ass court case, and whatever the fuck the court case is, somebody gonna be wanting to fight for that shit to be concealed and keep it quiet. Because whatever the fuck they did, they knew it was unethical, it was wrong, and how fucking far they was gonna do it. Something about Chinese. It's like motherfuckers is leaking their ass. Someone you know will want to help you and apologize. A sincere apology. So I'm like, you $1 billion baby, for real, for real. Someone you know will help. Sincere apology. They're not gay. They're just hard transition to go back to, I guess, whatever the fuck that's about. That ain't none of my fucking business. A false friend. Something that happened 3 to 4 weeks ago, or somebody could have figured something out, or somebody got a truth caught lying on the stand. These are people who were trying to steal money opportunities, or you had a money opportunities. These people are about to, where they was causing you a traumatic experience, they're about to go through one they damn selves. A male stalker watching and cloaking their energy. Traumatic experience. So somebody could have went through something traumatic recently. I pray for your recovery. Hopefully you wasn't part of this bullshit, because if you was part of this bullshit, shit, honor the fact, that's karma. A co-worker. Recently booked a cruise. They're going to need a lawyer. Somebody from Wyoming going to need a lawyer. A supervisor, a white male hacker paid by the states or affiliates from Nebraska. They could have just figured some shit out. There's a lot of people finding some shit. The hacker from Nebraska, they found something out about a doctor, some cruise company, some people from Wyoming. Somebody picked up on something about a supervisor. Somebody found some shit all the way from like springtime. And whatever the fuck it is, it's probably whoever the hacker is currently, they are low-key fucking traumatized on whatever the fuck they're recovering. Somebody that could have been caught lying on the stand that recently traveled to New York or something like that. They recently just went through a traumatic experience in June, or just within the like 6 days, 6 hours or something like that. A male with ties to a car wash or a pawn shop, Black, Hispanic, or some sort of Caribbean. Somebody, okay, so somebody could have got arrested yesterday, or somebody gonna end up getting arrested today. They're being arrested, press charges, current, and someone's been under investigation. So somebody about to get arrested. Either they got arrested yesterday or they about to get arrested. So I'm here today. So this something about if they're not arrested right now, Tuesday. So somebody, if they, I don't know what's going on, but arrest going. The waning moon, we're still in waxing. So waning moon is going to start happening around the 12th. So the 12th to the 15th waning moon. So these people, someone could get arrested around the waning moon. Also, someone could be whining about a secret coming to surface too, or people's truths about what it is that they've been doing towards a person. That person is not loyal. Them hoes not loyal. Somebody's name could be Chris, Christopher, Christian, Krista, or start with a C or a K. Or somebody figure out somebody that could be part of the LGBT community or some shit like that. They realize that somebody wasn't loyal. Keep moving in this moment. Somebody, a YouTube star, a female from an old neighborhood, a black female or something like that. They're not loyal. A Hispanic female from a daycare or extended care. They could be switching up. They about to get caught up in a financial and a tax audit. These are people low-key that are tricking on the low or using Backpage. I'm hearing something low-key, low-key. A white female psychologist. Next month or last month, they're about to, either if they ain't went through a financial or a tax audit yet, they're about to go through one next month. So whatever they're going to be finding, so somebody ain't going to be able to... I feel like the financial statements of what these people are going through or looking through right now, somebody should go back to 1980, 1990. Or somebody could have got, I said could have got, or someone born in 1980, 1990, or this could have got like taken all the way back. I'm hearing somebody is taken aback by the shit that they're discovering right now. Somebody is very, like, I'm getting like, what the fuck? That, like, somebody's really like, having like chest pain or something like that, because it's like what the fuck did I just get into? Somebody's literally like sitting there and losing their shit. Like a white female from property management. Aquarius season is very prevalent. So January, February, somebody is probably looking into something and they realizing like, what the fuck? But it's a lot of people trying to figure out how they're going to get a lawyer for this shit. Okay, so whoever recently traveled to New York, trying to transition, life path 6, somebody literally looking to avoid something, or somebody could stop. Someone thought a person knew of you and they figured out somebody had been lying the whole time. A so-called person could have been an ex-best friend, or somebody hated seeing somebody fucking happy. And whatever it is that somebody fucking discovered, it's like they knew that somebody discovered it's either a group of people, a false friend, something over the last 3 to 4 weeks. I mean, I was about to say 3 to 6 weeks. Somebody discovered somebody is fucking lying. So somebody could have did something spring or summer, but it's like either 3 to 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago. It's just like, you know how people got to sit back and just observe, and whatever it is, somebody realized that somebody was lying. Somebody was going to discover that they was dealing with the same girl, same person, same guy, whatever the case may be. But whoever it is, it's like somebody going to be under investigation, or they've been under investigation. Something about somebody being arrested. It's like somebody came from out of state or somewhere, and then whatever it is someone didn't realize whatever it was that they were getting connected in, maybe with a Capricorn, Aquarius, or a Capricorn. And it was like, yeah, this was part of the somebody's like, I made a mistake. Folks you were interested in want a chance, return the favor, respectfully block and leave them on red. So for somebody, this is like somebody you could have reached out to or something like that, and then it's like they try to leave you on red, or it's some stupid shit. Whatever this is, I this is like irrelevant. The more relevant, let's get back to the relevance, because whatever this is irrelevant, because it's looked like we got financial audits, tax audits, Wyoming. So this is like going across the border or state lines, crossing state lines. And when you start to cross state lines, this is federal. And it's definitely federal because now you're getting into diplomatic type of affairs. So when you're getting into diplomatic type of affairs, now you're dealing with IA, ATF, DEA, the other agencies on top of agencies. So now you're dealing with national security. And then when you're dealing with national security and NASA, military and stuff like that, now you're dealing with even bigger guys. There's a bigger agency over there, a bigger federation agency at that point. And when they got to come into this situation, you got an even bigger fucking problem. So somebody's a big fucking problem, and it's now international. So that means it's going to be public. There's nothing like, if they wanted to do like something to keep it concealed, it's done. That chance and opportunity is done. So that means it's literally someone sitting back and watching to see, are they going to attack? Who are they going to allow to come in to do this? How many people are they allowing to come across state lines? How many people are they allowing to come in internationally? Like, it's literally the situation right now is just saying, let's see what you do next. We already see clearly that you're doing something, excuse me, unauthorized, unorthodox, and you already violating someone's rights. It's already violated. It's a consistent behavior in a pattern. Someone seen that these people keep doing the same shit. Snapchat. So it's social media platforms. So someone is keeping up with all of that shit. An alcoholic, always drunk or always drinking. This person does not like kids. Someone knows you know everything. Why do you care what they think? Live your own life. These are, okay. So visas. So somebody with visa. Also unemployed and collecting unemployment. So this is leading to, and it makes logical sense now, a court case. United Embassy. Where are you? I know what I'm looking for. It's just the words just went kind of for a second. Unemployment, court case, financial audit, tax audit, which now is saying get a lawyer. So with social media, cruises, childcare, this childcare being in the midst of this with real estate, psychologists and stuff like that, whoever the Hispanic female is with the daycare and extended care, you just created a whole heap of trouble. And whoever this is, you made a problem so fucking big, you don't even realize how fucking bad you just made a situation. If anything, you would have been better off keeping your nose the fuck up out of this. And it ain't that much fucking cool in the fucking world that I would want to be cool with a motherfucker to get my fucking child care license. And then this Hispanic female, you're about to be considered and you're going to be put on a sex registry. Meaning if you have children of your own, you won't even be able to be around your children, grandchildren, or any fucking type of child at all ever in your fucking life. Because what is on this damn table, if these are people's surgeons, they ain't gonna no longer be practicing. Like, the only fucking thing they gonna be able to do is something on the fucking black market. But even then, they're gonna be put on a fucking radar for people, the FBI and all those people, to keep them on the list just in case things come up. Meaning they're gonna have to take on, if you're a doctor or a surgeon or a psychiatrist, psychologist, that means every thesis, every dissertation, any type of client, any type of studies that you ran, whether it was clinically, blind, whatever, every piece of your evidence of anything that you do, which is part of your historical backing of anything happening in another organization pop up, you're now on that watch list for if something comes up, you're going to be on that fucking list. Even these people in this church industry, they use church organization now. Like, this is like being labeled as something that most people, you wouldn't even want to but fucking be labeled. That's like, shit, I'd rather you just sit there and be like, motherfucking, call me a fucking murderer before you call me a motherfucking child predator or a sex fucking person or a fucking thief. Thou shalt not kill, but goddamn, touching on kids and doing all that other weird shit, that right there alone will be a reason why these motherfuckers, it ain't gonna be nowhere you gonna fucking move where people gonna be sitting there with their eyes on you. And this is like somebody realizing, like, the same thing you put somebody through, this is the same thing that they're gonna do to you. If somebody was completely okay with talking shit about a person, doing certain hateful shit to people, this is bad. Somebody, community streets, for the streets or something like that. Somebody's like, I just one more time. One more time. A male with ties to Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, a black, Haitian, or African. This is about to be bad. This is even somebody looking at people where it's like, if they ever wanted to start a business, these are people that will automatically be rejected for any type of thing. Like, this is like, if they ever try to block somebody from making money, they'll be blocking every avenue, meaning you won't be able to start an LLC. You won't be able to register anything. Shit, for these people, shit, they might just put them in fucking prison. If not, this is like, whatever the fuck they did is so fucking deep that this shit can definitely give them the death penalty. They're about to eat their own words. This is like somebody trying to make you eat certain shit. It's like putting shit in people's food, putting piss, putting sperm, putting certain shit, spit, and all this shit in people's food. And these are going to be people that's going to get caught up for it. Wants attention, clout, attention. A hotel owner. A car rental company. These are the car rental companies that these people were using Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash for. It was mainly men, but also I'm hearing women as well, but they could have been partnered with this hotel people, something about California. Somebody, if it's a man, it's something about their hands. Something could be happening with their hands. Something about Cambodia. Black Caribbean males, trucking and logistic companies. Virginia as well. Clips. Or a barbershop. Speak your piece, leave in silence. This is like, somebody's name could be Janet, Janice, or something like that. Jeanette, something like that. Janellis, whoever they are, it's like they about to be arrested. Something about a 4-door car or a Ford or some type of car, a Honda Accord or something. Hennessy and Jack Daniels. This person was labeled as a fucking psychopath as a kid. Like, this person probably had mental issue, whatever that name is, stuck with your parent. Dealing with an undercover FBI female. Recently opened up a credit card or something like that. Or they could have been talking about doing a credit card scam. Somebody better be careful with that. Male part of a golf club. Didn't I just talk about this golf club? A 501c3. Samantha J. Gilman. 6 months ago, they could have been using this 501c to pay people at this religious, educational, science, literature, and testing center. Samantha Gilman. And they got 59 partners in this situation. Northern Trust. Alexion Charitable Foundation. David Cox. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. 9 million, something about 9 million and 2 million and $22,219,000. $1 million, my bad. I said $1,000. So $222,000, and then it's $2 million. But a 501c3 nonprofit. A research collaboration, so they could have been collaborating to keep something. They was hoping to keep this going until October 7th. I'm hearing this case is not able to proceed at that time. I'm hearing no, either you're going to bring me the information right now, or this case is closed, and whatever they're going to close it on is going to end bad. Somebody born in 1960s, 1970s of this golf club, ties with Alaska. Some ties with Alaska. These are people not even able to justify, like, oh, they're passive aggressive. It's like, yeah, no. The backfire situation has occurred. Something about high school teachers, high school students, January 3rd. We got people that took some trips recently to either New Orleans or Atlanta, or somebody could have flown into these places. These could have been, what you call those flights? It's not a but you know how your flight, basically, you can fly from Orlando or Melbourne, and you go to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta, you go to wherever it is. Something about a flight. Personal planning, no more displacement, move around and heal. These are people that was trying to call somebody. Somebody's last name could be Hill, or first name could be Hill. Something about Hill. Positive criticism. Somebody's saying, like, damn, you know your shit, ain't it? And do. Angel numbers. The Angel Dot organization. Stolen money, or they traced the money to a car lot. This situation gave you PTSD. Acknowledge it. I struggle with the fuck with that shit. I'm struggling with that. Ex-husband, pending the divorce. But it's like, I know it's PTSD, but it's just like, you know, sometimes there's certain shit that you just be like, look, I'm just looking to get to the bottom of it. Sometimes it's like processing, like, why process something when you just literally just trying to get to the bottom of it, and it's ongoing. So you're not going to really be able to heal and recover from it until you know that that shit is closed out. Most people just get into this frenzy and things like that. This is like people hoping, like, oh, we're going to cause this mental health disarray to this person. And it's like, no, if anything, it's causing you more disarray, because you're going to get caught up for the stupid shit, not the other way around. This requires a very deep focus and concentration. And with this concentration, this shit runs very fucking deep. And however the hell this is, it's not working in your favor. Hair care or hair play, something about somebody could, a memory. A biracial lawyer, a sociopath. It's certain motherfuckers, y'all gotta start doing fucking background checks on these motherfuckers before y'all start letting them get in these goddamn programs. Carrie Hilson, the music artist, shit, her ass is a sociopath. You leave it to me, shit. She did that one fucking interview, shit. That was enough I needed to know about her ass. Salty. This is somebody salty because they got blackballed. They self-sabotaging their whole fucking career. It's like, even if she did want to fucking come back out, she's not going to be able to come back out. She's not going to ever be able to fucking come back out due to the simple fact, like, look what the fuck you get yourself involved into. And then you try to go after, like, two of the biggest fucking moguls. Okay, granted, they live and they do some shit that they ain't got no business, but at the same time, you ain't got they type of fucking money. And then it's like you bringing yourself down here. It's like, here you are, here they are, and then you bring yourself all the way to fuck down here. You're sabotaging yourself, like you just knocked yourself out of the fucking thing, like feuding, beefing. Then you get other people like, yeah, I can help them with this and I can help them with that. It's like, look to shawty. And I mean, even if you wanted a chance, it's like, shit. That chance is long fucking gone, and it's like everybody knows like your ass is into that hoodoo. It's no different shit. K Michelle got smart enough and was like, look, it's just some certain shit you just get into, and there's other shit that you just don't. Gang stalkers reporting everything, trying to get you banned. Okay, yeah, you got that little bit of going on, but shit, when motherfuckers figure out what type of shit you in, eventually, now you got to get pulled from the whole fucking label, meaning you write a song, ain't nobody gonna want your music no more. Like that shit is just like stupid. Something about somebody could have braids at this time. A male that owns a gas station or does HVAC maintenance. So we got Florida, Colorado, Pennsylvania, New York, Texas, California, Puerto Rico. We got school programs. We got also, I said school programs or board of education. Also, board of education, educational portfolio. These also were people paying for somebody to be poisoned via food products. That's DoorDash, Shipped, Lyft. What else is that? All these other companies. That's why I be posting the certain foods that I be getting. Like, I think I got what, Firehouse one time. I think I got like McDonald's or something like that. Now, granted, I know fucking better. I ain't got no business eating no goddamn McDonald's, but it's like still when a motherfucker hungry and don't get a chance to go cook, because it's not like I have the means of transportation to drive myself to the store to just, go look at the stuff that I'm purchasing, and I gotta trust the fact that the people getting the fucking food is gonna get the right thing. Like, I'll show you this. I go to purchase this shit off of DoorDash. This is how the fuck I get it. And this is like, this been an ongoing thing for months. But this is actually open. If I squeeze it or whatever, it'll splash out. But DoorDash, oh, we'll offer you the refund. Like, motherfucker, no, y'all should sit there and send me a new fucking one. But it'll be like, my food will be open. It's not made correctly. They added extra ingredients. Like, I'm very careful about what I order, because it's like, I don't be want to have to deal with the allergies, and I don't have my EpiPen. So with me not having it, it's just like I have to be fucking very careful about how I order and what's made and what they add in it. And it's like motherfuckers added extra shit that don't have no business, which allowed me to know with these particular companies that the HIPAA violation that I speak of, I know for a fact that they don't put my record out there. And with my record out there, someone will be like, oh, she's allergic to this, so if she ingests too much of this is going to happen. If they're not doing that, they putting extra shit in there that can cause certain things that, like, I don't have no embarrassment. It ain't shit for me to fucking hide, but for you to sit there to fuck with somebody's fucking health, physical health, and then it's like, I know with my physical health condition, it can start to mimic mood disorders, emotional disorders, but it's only going to affect my mood because you're going to get irritated because it's like you're in pain. Like, this is like one of those, they trying to play a psychological game with a person that does fucking psych. Like, that shit don't make sense to me. Rid any and all negative energy. That's like, being pregnant by somebody, they know you fucking pregnant, but you ain't doing shit to make sure that you keep that pregnant person safe or something like that. But then it's like intentionally trying to cause them to, miscarry or have an issue or having complications with their fucking body, but you want to keep it hidden. Like, and then if that person gets sick and they die, that's like depending on if they pregnant with multiples or not, guess what? That's like a triple fucking homicide. They get sick and they got to get into the fucking hospital or something like that. That's like a homicide. That's like, you just knock your own fucking self out at that point. These are people upset because it's like all they little skeletons coming out the closet, and not considered little shit, because it's like, this is like these people trying to keep you fucking small, but it's like, how you trying to keep somebody small and y'all sit here hiding all the fucking biggest shit that there is? I ain't got shit to fucking hide, ain't shit to be fucking scared of. But these will be motherfuckers they got everything. Well, they ain't really got shit to lose because they already at a fucking loss when you gotta go hide some shit. You gonna always fucking lose every time you gotta hide who the fuck you are. If you can't be, the scariest people in the room are the ones who fear fucking transparency. God forbid that we know a secret. Ain't no secret to me, baby. It ain't shit nobody can put out here in the fucking streets that I wouldn't put out here about my goddamn self. Girl, did you hear that? Girl, did you hear? Girl, did you hear that you could have washed your motherfucking ass, brushed your goddamn teeth, did something with your motherfucking kids, go ahead and clean something, do something a lot fucking better than your life than be talking about. Girl, did you hear? Like, do fucking better. If it's a grown fucking man doing that, go get some fucking therapy. Quit comparing yourself about what the next person got on and what the fuck they doing. It's called, that's a whole bunch of fucking haterade. The fuck? Somebody's like, okay, why your ass sitting there looking like that motherfucker off of Woo? I forgot what's the name of the gay character that had to play on there on Shame or on Woo. Cause you know, like motherfucker, you sitting there looking like that every time he poked out his goddamn lip. Somebody gonna get caught red-handed trying to do some shit. Like, somebody gonna also get caught talking very negative about somebody. The storms is coming because somebody is like, they know what's happening. Somebody knows they can no longer give the runaround about some shit. For somebody in a situation, somebody could be injured or something like that. Somebody you probably gonna have to doctor somebody back to health. If you're called to do, well, I feel like if the person comes, if someone's coming to you, you're meant to do something. I don't feel people get that part yet. When people are harmed or hurt or certain things like that, it don't fucking matter about what they did. Are you gonna do the right thing? Somebody could have got set up by an escort or a stripper or a back page person. It's life, a marathon. The race continues. So whatever the fuck I'm talking on and speaking on is basically leading to the finances that I'm speaking on. This shit, it leads to Nipsey Hussle's situation. So somebody is in my motherfucking energy. They ain't got no business being in it, or somebody knows about the business that I'm speaking on. So meaning this is heavy music industry. Heavy music industry. Shit, they would have been better off. Let me pay this bitch and get on about my motherfucking business. Leave her the fuck alone because it's now processing that. Oh, so that's how the spiritual work. I mean, no shit, Dick Tracy. If they make it very fucking clear that if you're in their energy and anything that works with you, near you, or you're giving these people finances or money and they come into my energy, it's going to pick up on all your crimes, their crimes, the other bullshit that you don't need anybody to fucking know. That means you don't have your fucking people that you got on your payroll under control. That means they're undermining you. So instead of going fucking with the person who's just reading the energy, and unbeknownst to them, whether they revealing the shit that you're involved in or not, and it's not intentional, that means you got somebody intentionally disobeying what you're saying not to do. So apparently you need to be figuring out amongst your crew who the fuck is getting near a person that they shouldn't even fucking be near. So that means somebody's doing something that they ain't got no business. And if you the boss, it costs to be the motherfucking boss. A boss, you might want to get your little motherfuckers under control. And apparently your foot soldiers, your other fucking people ain't fucking listening to you. Apparently they disrespecting the fuck out of you when you're saying, hey, why this person still picking up on this shit? Why the fuck they still doing this? Universal law, karmic law, and whether they trying to be deceptive or envious, that means you got somebody amongst your fucking camp deceptive and envious of you, and they don't mind fucking revealing the truth about you, and they know they involved in this bullshit because they feel like they getting a little bit more. They looking to take your ass out. If you ask me personally, this is what it looked like to me. Hey, boss. Apparently, you need to figure out amongst your motherfucking crew, and you sit here trying to get somebody to attack somebody, especially somebody who could be born in 97 or could have been running a crime since like 93 or something like that. Apparently, it's like you got somebody who is not taking the lead when you said, leave this shit alone, get up out of here, whatever the case may be, or somebody is clearly, it seemed like somebody that owned you alone, so somebody is a loan shark or some shit like that. They doing some shit that they told their ass not to do, and clearly they ain't listening to you, boss. They ain't listening. So you need to find them. You'll figure it out either on the 13th or the 17th, or you could have spoke to the person on the 17th of last month, and on the 13th, this person is going to be coming to you. It's something new that they doing or transforming. Clearly, it's a female. Whoever came to you on the 17th, they went on about their business, but whoever the fucking female is, they going to be wearing green, gray, black, orange, or some type of color, or they could have just changed their hair, got some surgery or something. Whatever the fuck this is, it's clearly the fucking female. The man got the concept. The woman didn't. So somebody doing that. They also have some type of Arabic female with ties to the political state in the police. Also, whoever this Arabic female, and if she wears a hijab, and being a lesbian against y'all motherfucking Syria law. Somebody over here doing the third party, another fucking woman. So somebody dealing with a woman that's dealing with another woman on the law and trying to keep it hidden. They was over here celebrating July 3rd. So something happened on July 3rd. Somebody said, well, help me figure out who this bitch is. I know, okay, too easy. You probably been knowing them since 2000, 2003, 2006, 2013, and 2017. Okay, somebody did most definitely get their body done or some shit. It's 3 females. Something about Casamigos. Oh, I love you. Something about April. The 4th of July. Somebody try to lie or try to get somebody set up. April 8th. Somebody could be 48. Somebody could be 80. April 8th. 48 years old. 1984. Or somebody could be 84 years old. Somebody could be 84 years old facing jail time. Also something about love. Also about mental health or harmony. June 4th. 1964, 46 years old. Somebody using something as a cover. Something about to be balanced. A real powerful balance is about to occur. A real powerful balance. Somebody gonna triumph over something. Somebody acting out of fucking emotion. Somebody get your peoples under control, because somebody gonna do something in post control. Stay in your ground. Evening routine. Something about an evening routine. An escort. Somebody could be trying to take somebody's money. Or trying to manage somebody else's money that they don't even fucking belong to them. This escort is a relative is sleeping and texting this person. So somebody, if you deal with an escort, you got a relative that they could be dealing with another woman in the evening, and they could be dealing with friends and other people. So this person get around sleeping and texting a person. Or somebody that want to become a woman, and then somebody realizing that even if they same sex, and it could be 2 dudes, this dude is into women all of a sudden. Betrayed for money, chump change too. So somebody could have did this. Something about a full-term pregnancy, a home birth. Somebody is worth a whole lot of money since 2024. Something is going to be due to somebody. Here and furthermore. Somebody you are actual husband or a wife, mysterious, adventurous, or resting bitch face, nonchalant, and beyond worthy. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Financial analysis, someone is catching up to speed. You have been selected. Training school, Sharita, no more blocking. A new federal worker. A great job, position, professional, and high career. Someone you got ADHD. I know I do. Really fucking bad. It's like... Eventually, the only thing that fucking really helped me stay focused is like fucking Mary Jane, but I don't want to do that shit ever again, because that was, they laced the fuck out of that shit, and it's just like, I don't even want to remember that shit even fucking happened. A blackmail from the fire department. Do you honestly trust these people? Self-love and healing looks good on you. Someone could be tracking these people's IP address. A divine emperor. Something about a right one. Something about A special ceremony, names burned, something about January 2024, but this year, January or June, July. So this month is very prevalent. Surprise daddy with pictures of us. One will wave, ultrasound, magical announcement, public apologies. Daddies will protect you by all means. So whatever that means for someone. Somebody is aware of something. It's just like, I'm also getting somebody that's like, they're ignoring me. Crown chakra, a wish fulfillment, bored and discontent. Somebody was like, 974, 647. Financial change, material, spiritual prosperity. This is giving like that reading that I gave last night, like the last one. Somebody is like confused, like, will it happen? Is it going to happen? But it's like, it's something that's destined to happen, but it's just like whoever it is that's delaying it, I feel like they're about to get left behind. But it's like something is being balanced though. Fertility, intuitively. Somebody is like, if it was a missing and you did do something, it's like somebody gonna get pregnant quick as fuck. Somebody, your next encounter, it's like, be careful out here, y'all. Be careful. Some people are not taking the offer to do something anymore. Something about in the community. The next 6 days. The next 6 to 10 days is about to be very prevalent. Something about something solid. But something about keeping, it's something going on, but I feel like for somebody else, it's like, yeah, like for me, like I said, it's a lot of fucking people who watch me and be here, and it's like, y'all in the fucking world, or either it's the people that deal with these people that do this shit, and it's like, or they deal with these people, they sleep with these people, or they're around these fucking people. It's either way, or it could be all of the above. But whatever it is, it's just like, if you trying to keep somebody like out of it, it's literally a fucking female that was bringing other people that's probably tied to what it is that these people do. And that's the reason why I'm picking up on this and shit. And it's like somebody like, and then they keep trying to cloak their energy to try to figure out, is somebody bringing something to them? Is this person? It's like their obsession is like ridiculous. Their obsession of this situation, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, female, is definitely some females. And they're concerned about somebody bringing something to a person. But this is also somebody, you about to be like fast tracking a situation with military people, politicians, government, whatever this is, active duty. Somebody you're going to be discovering a lot more, like, it's always calm before the storm. Like somebody, you going to be solid on this. Surrender. It's like somebody's like, I want it. I do it. Judgment. It ain't even about not having, like somebody's like, shit, I'll do it. Shit, it ain't even about having enough. It's like, shit, the wisdom alone. People trying to block this stuff. Somebody you can know exactly who's trying to block this shit. But it's like, as you speaking about it, I feel like somebody, you're being allowed to speak about something, because it's like somebody, I feel like the more I'm speaking on something, somebody's sitting there like, okay, I see this place, I see this. It's like the more I'm on here and these people tracking or trying to hold certain shit down, because it's like, it's like a warp where it's like, oh, okay, we can clearly see who's doing this. We'll let them stay there, because it's like something about when you have to track certain things, you gotta allow it to do certain shit. Something about Hallie or somebody could be trying to use their son to make something, prevalent, or still make the family tie. It's like, I don't want no damn Samoan either. I got enough fucking common sense to know not to deal with anything right now, and a 10 and anyone. Someone's like, God damn it, how the fuck we gonna get this shit? I was like, do I stay? Do I go? I don't know. Because the illusion about the court or something like that, this surgeon, because the surgeon plot was to take the person's life. It's like, shit, well, we just got to do this one way or another. Somebody is like, do I say something? Do I not? Shit, even the hitman is sitting here like, the lies about certain things. Somebody could realize somebody was doing root work on them and was lying about somebody else doing this shit. It's like, I don't do none of that. These people are trying to watch and figure out how much somebody know about a child, some hospitals and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what you know. They're sitting here looking like, you know what you know. Somebody could be trying to do a reversal or something like that. It's like, I got a little bit off. I got a little some. It's definitely dealing with oncology, hematology, lab clinics, works, organized crime. It's a lot of this shit. A whole bunch of immature ass people. And the secret's being revealed. These are people taking that shit personal. You wouldn't take shit personal if you wasn't doing stupid shit. Period, point blank. Like, why get emotional about something if you wasn't doing it, you wouldn't be emotional. I'm not gonna get triggered about something, especially if I know I ain't doing nothing wrong. All right, y'all. Y'all do great things in the world. The universe. Look at here, universe. Something's supposed to be destined to happen. I don't know what this is, but something is meant to happen, one way or another. I'm hearing, even if they gotta knock these motherfuckers off the block. God damn, somebody's ancestors is ruthless. Knocking their ass and getting toe tags because these bitches gonna give you your motherfucking bag back. Damn, people, listen, musicians.